Yo, peace to the gods on earth. Reflected light from the melanated mystic BaBaJi, the most honorable master teacher, the Messiah, and my higher self. Soul reflection. Um, what I wanted to get into right now was this. It is written in all ancient texts and on the walls of Kemet and giant statues of melanated beings and in the earth, right? In nature. It is written in the book of life. It is written everywhere you go. Know thyself. Reflection. One must know thyself. And through the most honorable master teacher, the melanated mystic, BaBaJi, through the return of the second coming of the Christ consciousness, source consciousness, through the most honorable prophet, we are given the keys to the kingdom of God, knowing that I am God, you are God, everything is God. It is the domain or space which God dwells. You didn't just pop up into this universe by accident. You actually are God thinking yourself to be here, because all is mental. That's the first Hermetic principle. So this is a simulation, this holographic universe. You are not really here. You're being streamed and beamed here through your thoughts, via your thoughts, the sun. It's all an experience. It's all written. It's all a movie, a dream. It's merely a dream. And we need to raise our vibration through divine knowledge itself to be able to see heaven on earth. Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. But there's a lot of us living mentally in hell, in a hell state of mind. You see, this universe provides and gives us all that we need. The universe not going to let you hanging. The universe takes something from you, nothing is lost, all is transformed. So if the universe takes somebody you care about out your life, it's getting ready to put somebody else there for you. A better energy. If you lose somebody, a loved one maybe, they're not dead because they truly never existed. See, you are God. Everything is you, reflection. And all is energy. Your parents, your children, these are all projections of your mind. And as the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. See, your body, your physical body, is just an illusion of the mind and your five senses. You see, this is just a big game that we play with ourselves. And it's time to wake up. It's time to apply this knowledge to wake up. So, this is becoming lucid within this dream. Being like, hey, I'm dreaming. So the time being at hand, reflection, you see, we running around, clowning ourselves. We running around, going back and forth, fighting with ourselves. The only thing that exists is you. That's why I don't fight with a motherfucker. I don't debate. I don't, unless I choose to, and I'm aware of that, you know, I'm participating in a back and forth discussion. But when it becomes draining, I no longer, I step back and I say, you know what, I don't have anything to learn. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they can't teach you nothing, you have nothing left to learn from them. Or if they have nothing left to learn from you and y'all don't have nothing to offer each other. See, a relationship just gets you from point A to B. So if there's not some sort of offering that is beneficial for either one or both parties, then that relationship got you from point A to B. And now it's time to maybe go into another relationship. But the first relationship you should be stable in is with yourself. And that's what when we say I love myself, is being in a relationship with yourself is being in a relationship with God, because you are God. And yes, everything and everyone is God's, vibrating on different frequencies and spectrums of the sun of self. You must realize you are solely here for you. Don't nobody know you like you. That's why it's good to study thyself. That's why it's good written in your ancient texts. Excuse myself. Know thyself. See, reflections the gods have been teaching. The pharaohs, the melanated beings of this earth are the teachers of humanity. And we know that we're all different shades of brown. The less melanated being came from the original being. And all roads lead to the source. All roads lead to understanding. And if you spend so much time outside of yourself, there is no outside. You're inside of your own mind. This world is a projection of your mind and your thoughts and how you are vibrating as a soul, as God. We can look at the external enemy and we can separate ourselves from an external enemy. If you don't like what you see and don't observe it anymore, it does not exist. To give so much power to an enemy, to give so much power to something outside of you, is to not know thyself. See, the only enemy is the inner me. So, as I'm reflecting this light from my higher self, from the Messiah, one must realize, to develop that relationship with yourself, to develop a relationship with myself and know myself, so I can conquer the demons within me. Because if I'm trying to go outside of myself and go out into the world and slay demons, I better have all the demons in myself on check. So that was a quick message for you, reflection. Let me say this though. The universe is oneness. All is one, vibrating on different frequencies. And all the universe can do, all you can do, is show you yourself. Life is a big mirror. It is a big mirror. And all the universe all you can see is you in everything, because you are everything. So if there's parts of you that you dislike, separate yourself from it. Go back into your own world and realize that you have your own world. You have your own space. You can give yourself space from worlds and ideas and manifestations that you have created in your mind. But since we are in oneness, it was oneness, and then this oneness separated. It made an illusion. That's what life is. It's truly an illusion. You are nothing. Everything you see is just nothingness. It's outer space. It's nothingness. The primordial waters of noon. Infinite possibilities. I am just a possibility right now. I am living in a dream. This is a possibility. So from the oneness comes duality, comes the illusion of separation. So, okay, it split itself into two. That's the story of Adam and Eve. God made himself to be, and needed a helpmate, needed a partner, so he split himself into two. Truly, the original beings, the melanated beings, were hermaphrodite, both male and female, androgynous, and then split itself into two so it could experience itself on a different level of itself. And the universe has been showing us this ever since. You see, if you have a woman in your life, she's going to show you yourself. She is a reflection of you. She is going to reflect the energy you give to her because she is feminine energy. She's receiving energy. She absorbs energy. You, being the light, being a black man, you give your light out. You are the thought. You are the primordial thought that thinks, and it is. You said, let there be light, and there is light. So, your woman is a reflection of you. What you give to your woman, she's going to reflect back to you like a mirror. And the black man, the melanated being, God, has been doing this ever since. See, I'm tapped into source consciousness, so I know that God is experiencing things in all facets of life. But God is even experiencing what it's like to not be God, to forget what it's like to be God, and to be running off a program just to remember their God. Because it all goes back to the source and oneness. But some people walking around not knowing their God. They'll eventually find out, but they're walking around not knowing their God, so they're going to praise things outside of them. They're going to praise everything is within. It's all a projection. So God is experiencing itself in all different forms, as an animal, as an ant, as this and this and that. But where the Christ consciousness comes in is the awareness. The more awareness you have, the more you're able to observe this in an objective way with the mind of God. But you see, God is also subconscious. God is also nothingness. We are truly nothingness. So that's your super ego, is also nothingness, void consciousness. So that means when you're a child, you are pure subconsciousness. And that's what a lot of people running off of, is just subconsciousness. Subconscious programmers. 95% of your reality is ruled by your subconscious. We're walking in a dream. This is a dream. And I was, it could be good or bad depending on your perspective. So, God was nothing, was something, oneness, one thing, and then is experiencing itself through everything and nothing, but pretty much is had to separate itself. Like when you have a child, you are separating a piece of you from yourself, but nothing that you make out of you. See, in the beginning was thought, and the thought was with God, and the thought was God. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. So through God, through you, because you are the observer, through you, everything that you see in life, that you can see with your five senses that aren't really there, it's nothingness, but that you can see through your five senses: touch, sight, taste, hearing, whatever. So smell. So through your senses, you perceive this world outside of you. But this whole world outside of you, you are projecting. So whatever you come in contact with is something from within inside you. So this beautiful woman that is outside of you. This is something that is came from with inside you. The sun, moon, and stars are inside of you. So what I'm saying is this, reflection. What I'm saying is, when you in tune with self, you in tune with the whole universe. I want to drop this gem really quick, because I'm going over my time. What I want to say is this. Damn near forgot. I forgot. Just went too deep. I'm gonna just leave it at that, reflection. For some reason, the source is not allowing me to get that thought out, but I'm gonna gather my thoughts, and I just want to say I'm thankful for the most honorable master teacher, prophet, the Melanated mystic BaBaJi, for sparking my mind. And to our reflections watching this and want to get closer to the source, definitely subscribe to Carbonation TV and to the Messiah, because he will lead you to this understanding and even deeper understandings that I'm still learning and experiencing. Anyways, peace to the gods.